So I'm here in Leeds, an interview with False Heads from London. Before we do start, I do have some presents for you.
Oh yeah.
Since you have travelled all this way,
Yeah.
I have some Yorkshire tea.
He's a tea man.
I have some proper gravy. And because we had a bit of banter on Facebook about the mushy peas.
Oh, mushy peas in it.
And then just to top it all off, we've got a flat cap. So
So
there you go. Welcome to the north.
You're gonna wear it tonight.
I'm not wearing it on stage.
But that's how you do it properly up here. The gravy for one.
Yeah, I'm literally having these.
Mine's a gravy later.
But where did it all start for you guys? How did you meet as a band and come together?
I always tell this bit. Can't someone else tell it? I like
Come on, mate, get your story out.
Yeah, but I like it if someone else told me that told the
Do you
story.
want to tell a story, Joey?
Luke picked up the guitar sort of about 16.
He's just telling your story.
Yeah,
Go on, sorry.
I saw the first time he picked it up. It was.
It was like Simba.
So he had a band called False Heads for years. They weren't brilliant. Really. Me and Barney were in a band at school. Me and Luke used to jam. Barney did Luke's demos. We all went away. Luke carried on False Heads, and then we all came together eventually.
Wow, that was
And,
spread through, man.
So how long have you been together?
A year and a half.
Year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
Been going strong then.
What
2
we now?
years? 2 years?
Pushing 2 years.
Pushing 2 years.
I
But
mean, it was like Feb that I moved home. I used to live in
Was it?
Bristol, and I moved home because times got shit. Yeah, like 2 years.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah. Alright, mate. Let's not say that.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah. But the name was around for a long time, but I couldn't get a band together. It just took ages to get it right, and then finally it did when I come back from uni.
So you're content now?
Which kind of made uni pointless because I kind of only went to find a band. It didn't work.
No,
So.
you wrote a lot of the.
Yeah, I wrote quite a lot of songs at uni. Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, you have to have the experience, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
To get through.
One of Jake's great experience.
So what was sort of your first memory of music? What made you want to get into it and think, I want to be in a band?
I'm not just saying this because you're from Manchester, but like Oasis genuinely were my musical awakening when I was about like 13. I don't look back in anger. It's like, fucking hell, it's brilliant. That was it for me.
Mine was Eminem first, and then Nirvana. Eminem just made me just sort of like hate pop music, I guess, and then Nirvana just
Don't
made
we all?
yeah, and then Nirvana made me want to like make music and write it. So they're my two. But Nirvana had a big impact on my life. Radiohead did as well, actually.
Oh, you can't go wrong with Tom York.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Tom York. So yeah, it was weird because I was really into I got really into Eminem and hip hop, and I was like a filthy little chav. But I just hated pop music and was quite angry. But then Nirvana kind of helped me kind of challenge it into me. Channel it.
Channel.
Word? Channel. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course it's a word. Fucking hell. Channel it. I've got this out and I feel stupid. Like Del Boy. Like making up friends.
The joys of presence.
Potpourri. So yeah, that was it for me really.
I've just been doing it all my life.
Something you've grown up with.
Yeah, literally playing.
Bloody fucking hell.
Honestly, I didn't even want to answer it because I knew that was coming.
There's a
literally,
transcendence in music.
I've been playing drums since I was 2-ish on a little Mickey Mouse drum kit, and like got my first full-size drum kit when I was 3. I kind of did music in primary school, played cornet and piano and shit, and just kind of went through. So it wasn't necessarily like an artist that maybe sort of have an enlightenment moment. It was just like,
come out playing a bongo.
Yeah, literally, that was all I could do. It's just like all I know how to do is speak the language of music, I guess, and learn English eventually.
And then end up in a band.
I'm not very well, but
That's a nightmare.
So obviously you're currently on tour at the moment.
Mhm.
Yes.
How's it been so far?
Yeah, it's been
Alright.
good.
Fun.
Well, Buckinghamshire was a bit shit.
No, it was alright.
We played a student night. We thought it was gonna be really busy. And it
So
weren't really.
there's the SU in Box Uni, and it was kind of a bit. It was quite humbling because there's where we played, which was the bar area, and then where there was like a massive. Just going to the next room, and there's like a proper venue there, like sort of 400, 500 capacity venue in there, and we were just sort of playing to the bar, and there's not really.
But you know, like
It is what it is. Like that was the start of the tour, so it's kind of.
and we said that we want to start getting on the student union stuff, and they wanted to play, so we're never going to moan about it. And we've got another uni show in March. I can't remember the date.
Do we?
Yeah, we've got another uni in late March coming in Epsom Uni.
Oh, okay.
can't remember.
You kept in the dark about all this.
Yeah.
You just turn up and play.
Yeah.
And then make me sleep in the car.
But yeah, so not have a go. But that was a bit empty. But last night I thought was fucking great fun. To be honest.
Last night was great. I had a good night with the Scruff Boys as well.
Yeah, Scruff Guys are brilliant.
Yeah. It was just good fun.
Place was brilliant.
And we've got really good shows coming up. Like tonight, played Verve a couple of times, so looking forward to that. We know there's always going to be people there, so it's always good. And Mick's a great guy. And then tomorrow we've got Rocking Chair, which is apparently another great place to play. And
It's
then
a
we've
sweat box.
Yeah, apparently it's a sweat box.
Is it, apparently it's like tighter than down there.
Yeah.
Is it really?
How?
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
they
that's
cram
fucking
more
tight.
people in. It's just a sweaty venue.
I
But
mean,
it's
fine.
brilliant.
I don't mind that
Like,
at
the
all.
sound is
But-
great and the atmosphere is...
So that's brilliant.
I've never been to Sheffield before.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
You will enjoy
I'm
it.
gonna like Sheffield.
Yes.
Do you reckon?
Sheffield at the moment for music is quite iconic. It's sort of coming on the upset with Manchester.
I mean, obviously, Arctic Monkeys did a good bit for them.
But they're really the only band that.
Pulp.
Oh, Pulp.
Pulp
Yeah,
from
sure.
School.
Yeah. Hang on, he was about to say he didn't know that either.
Oh, Pulp! I thought you said
Oh, yeah, no, I was talking about Pooh. Yeah, no, I was talking about-
And 20 Nothing has just been released, which is your single off your EP coming out. What's the response been like?
It's been really good actually.
Organic Reach 13.
Yeah.
Business
Algorithms. No, it has been really good. But we've really liked that song for a while. The riff's been around since I was about 15, and then I sort of put it into loads of different songs, and I finally had the full song, and then Barney added that little hook. Yeah, that one. Over the riff.
I've been practicing.
But the response has been really good to it. So yeah, we're really happy with it, and it's only kind of we've still got March 10th the EP comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, so get it on vinyl as well, on CD.
Everybody loves vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be great on vinyl.
Yeah, on vinyl. Get it on vinyl. Get it on vinyl. Get it on CD.
Get it on CD.
Just anything that you can spend money on, just get it.
Just get it.
We're
No.
selling the sheet music as well. So you can
We sold that fucking lyric book.
Oh,
For like 80 quid, and someone bought it. That is madness.
it's probably got like your GCSE history numbers.
What is it?
A picture of this.
Yeah, but when you make it famous, they're going to be happy, aren't they?
That guy, fair play to him, because he got in touch as well after he bought it. It was like 80 quid.
Is that Dave? Dave?
He's American. He's American.
No, it's Justin, isn't it? There's an American guy that bought it off our merch page, off Pledge, and it's like this old ratty lyric book when I was about 15. And I was looking through it, and there's just pictures of massive dicks. And I was like, should I cross that out?
Back to the champions.
Cross it out. No, it's next to it.
Warning, explicit content.
Yeah, parental guidance. Yeah, but so yeah, the response to it's been brilliant. I mean, I never thought I'd be in a band where someone would buy my lyric book for £80. I mean, that is fucking mental, really.
Wait till you're
Crazy
massive.
people in the world.
There are a lot of crazy people in the world. Yeah.
So
Wait till
right,
you're
sell
massive
that.
and then you can sell it for more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sell that hat.
So
Sell this fucking biscuit.
No, we're not selling that.
Proper grade.
This is on breakfast in the morning.
I was looking for Lancashire tea, but I'm in Yorkshire,
What's
so I
the
couldn't
difference?
find any. And Lancashire's better.
Is it?
Wow.
I've never had.
In my eyes, I don't drink tea, but Lancashire overall.
Do you want to drink tea?
No.
What, coffee?
Okay. There's room for both in the course of the day.
Oh, I don't know.
So
see,
long
you
as
only drink coffee now.
I drink tea. I drink tea.
Do you have your pinky up as well when you drink?
No, I'm not like a cup and saucer. I'm not a mug up this big. I'm drinking bottle.
Now, with being from London, do you find that there's a different vibe from when you gig down at home to up
Yeah.
north?
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Up
Dude.
north is banging.
It's actually we have good shows at home when there's lots of people coming when it's a good show. But if we play a bog standing London night, it's nowhere near as good as like a night up north.
The thing is,
like
like,
last night was a
people-
prime example.
People love live music here.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's
it.
like something that confuses me slightly because obviously since we were like fucking like for 10 years, well maybe less than 10 years, like 8 years, say at least, we've been doing gigs in and around London, and people, I guess they would like live music there, but there's so much. It's impossible to
The
touch
thing is
any
with
of it.
London, it's like London's fucking great when we've got to a stage now after working very hard where we are building a fan base. So we play London shows that there are people there to see us, and it's getting to that point where the shows are great because the response is great because there's people there to see us. But it's fucking graft to get to that point, and I think it's because one, I think the main thing is it's so fucking expensive. I mean, we played a gig at Brown. It was like £6 a fucking pint.
The one in.
Yeah, I mean, who like realistically like I there's bands I love. I mean, people got to work. I ain't gonna pay £7 to get in and then £6 a pint.
So dear as well.
I do think that is.
It's like your one night out of the month,
It
isn't
is.
it?
It
Well,
is. Of the year, it's like
the
fucking
thing is,
Christmas.
Like, people in London are earning a bit. So like generally like because it's fucking mad every time I've been there.
But some are. But the people on the outskirts like us, we're fucking not earning anything.
But so for example, last night there was a whole bunch of people there, and it's free.
Free entry, people coming in.
Yeah.
£2.50 a bottle of Budweiser.
Well, that's why I'm in London next week, and
It's just horrendous.
it's a free gig, but I'm dreading
Whereabouts is it?
the Finsbury.
The Finsbury.
Yeah.
North London's not as bad.
Alright then.
Yeah, North London's
they're
not
good.
as bad.
They do
North
good
London's
gigs
not as
there.
bad. Yeah, they do. It's because the thing is, I don't want to slag off. I don't want to slag off London because we've had some great gigs there. I mean, our best gig probably was when we supported Trampoline at the Water Rats.
Love Trampoline.
And it was a great gig, and it was just fucking mental, and it was great. And we've had great gigs at the Water Rats, but it's a weird one where you don't feel like
I'm waiting for that to go flying.
Jenga. It's, you don't feel. It's very difficult for people to just go out and watch bands. I think.
You carry on, mate.
Well, no, I mean.
But it's one of them, like, because I think it's a bigger city, it's tougher crowd to crack, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
A little bit, yeah. And the thing is, like, it would be quite nice to just sort of be in and around. Like, I would say, just spend a year in Manchester, and we'd just have like. There'd be a bunch of people we would get along with and meet, and they would come and regularly, and just sort of like the fruition of just being in a place like that where it is thriving is, I don't know.
But then the thing is, it's like pretty much the main part of Manchester.
Yeah.
If we fucking earned £200 a year and we could live in central London, and our mates lived in central London, and we played the Water Rats,
You could just walk around the corner.
we'd walk around the corner and be playing Water
yeah.
Rats, but if we lived on the outskirts of Manchester, maybe we'd be saying the same thing. I don't know, because we live.
No, because
I don't know.
There are
It's
so many
London.
pockets of London that you like. If we got a gig in like Tooting the other day, that's so.
That
different
was
to a gig
round.
in the Water
That
Rats.
was round, yeah.
It's so different to a place up like the Finsbury or the Garage or something.
Yeah.
But Manchester, it seems like the Northern Quarter. Is that where the music?
Northern Quarter's the place to
It's
be,
kind of
yeah.
like-
If people want to listen to music, they'll go to the Northern Quarter.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
London, it's got pockets of that.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like so within cities, so like Hull and Sheffield and Leeds and here and stuff. It's like you could have all of those places happen in London, like sort of Camden, and you go like further south and shit. And you've just got like various pockets of London where I feel like Tom McFall now. Where various pockets of London where there are music scenes happening, but there's just lots of them. Whereas in Manchester, it's the Northern Quarter.
Yeah,
And
place
so that
to
would
be.
be what Camden would be, and then there's like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
there's one kind of place where you go within these cities which are just like conveniently small enough in order to be able to house
It's
it.
a weird one because I don't know. It's like London has the potential to be like
Good.
It does, and sometimes it is, but it is. There's so many weird. There's too many weird little
So
pockets,
saturated.
and it's too expensive. And I think there's too many. Like I've spoke to bands like as our without saying our profile's got a bit bigger or whatever. We've had people add me in. And they've been like, oh, we can't wait to get to London. And I've been like, mate, it really, like, if you're just starting out, it really isn't what you're going to think it's going to be. Like,
Yeah.
you'll probably play.
You expect higher from it than
you'll
what it
probably
is.
play to fuck all. You'll probably play to old man and his dog.
4 out of 5 gigs when you're starting out in London. That's it.
Literally 20
It's not.
rooms.
That's not an exaggeration.
And maybe Manchester is a bit like that, but it doesn't really seem like it is like that.
It's got a better vibe. I think a lot more people, like, Manchester's like your iconic city of music.
Yeah.
So a lot of people sort of think, especially with the amount of unsigned bands that are coming through at the minute, it's like, oh, well, if they're here, I'm going to go down. Who are they playing with and who are they playing with? And it's a great place to be involved in, really.
It is, yeah.
I think.
Maybe we should all move to Manchester.
Move to Manchester and become Northern. In a fight between Danny Dyer and Ray Winston, who'd win?
Oh, Ray Winston. Probably.
Why?
Danny Dyer's a pussy, man.
I think Ray Winston would probably just fucking sit on him.
I don't think they'd fight. I think they'd. I don't
But there's
rate,
the classics.
No, I don't fucking rate either of them as being fighters, man. They're just gonna sit down and talk it out, aren't they? Oh, nah, mate. No, we don't want to fight.
No, but have you not seen this thing? Where the crack on Emma Booze comes from? When they get Danny Dye to dye his hair ginger.
That was with Ray Winston.
That was a film with Ray Winston, and Ray Winston walks in.
Oh yeah, well he's got this massive respect for Ray Winston.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Look at it, it's one of the funniest things. And Ray Winston walks in, and they tell Danny Dyer, like, dye your hair ginger, and Ray Winston, you know, he'll love it. Ray Winston walks in, he's like, what have we done to your hair, you dirty ginger cunt? And Danny Dyer just took it, so from that, I imagine Ray Winston would probably win in the fight, yeah.
I imagine he would.
Yeah.
Now, you've got Gutter Press EP out on the 10th of March. Is there anything future that you can talk about? Any gigs, festivals, anything else?
No. There are festivals lined up, but we can't announce them yet.
They just keep an eye out and go from
we
there.
Well, we know we're doing a single.
Yeah, we're gonna be
going
back to the studio.
We're going back to the studio. And we're going to do a single before festival season, and there are some festivals confirmed, but we can't announce them just yet.
We've got an absolute pop banger in the works.
There's a pop song that Barney hates.
It was written when you were probably 8 years old, and reflects that in how musically fantastic it is.
The 90s lives on.
Oh, it's so bad. It's bad. It's good. It's good, but it's bad.
It's a good song.
And the thing is, like,
It is a pop song.
we're writing some really good tracks at the moment. It's just such a waste of time. But yeah, so we'll do a single.
Well, basically, what happened?
Before the festival,
We can tell that story, can't we? That's the the Iggy thing.
Yeah.
It was an old song, and obviously Iggy Pop's been championing us for a while, and Iggy found this demo of when I was at uni, and I got a guy in to record the bass and the drums on this track, and we dropped it. But Iggy Pop had it.
Iggy on the phone.
Iggy on the phone, and he wanted to play it on his show, and then me and Jake listened to it, and our manager and our label listened to it. It was like, it's a good track, we should be recording it, but Barney fucking hates it basically.
But keep an eye out for it, because I'm quite intrigued now.
It's a poppy rock song, and a lot of the stuff that we're writing is like quite riffy at the minute.
We've got a new one.
But we've got like some of our tracks have pop hooks in it. I mean, you wrote one of the poppiest hooks we have in 20 Nothing.
That's not pop though, man. That's just a fucking hook. There's a difference.
What is the difference?
I love the banter between them.
It's just like.
It's like a domestic bromance.
We have
we were having a chat. If you
This
could
is
listen,
how. This is how this song goes.
if you could listen
This is
to
how
the
this
chat
song
we had in
goes.
the car on the way here, Barney trying to.
Like Lily Allen.
Wait for it to
Nursery
come out.
rhymes.
That's how it fucking sounds.
You're really putting it out to the fans.
Next question, because otherwise they'll go.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
that's
on
fucking
about
radio.
your last stuff that you were able to announce and basically enjoying your show tonight. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, not really. No, we are going to go back in the studio soon. We're going to have a single or a double A side or something like that before festival season. And there's some festivals that will be announced in the next couple of months, so look out for that. And we're going to do another stretch of tour dates in probably late April. So.
Number.
Oh yeah, and our EP launch night is at Nambuka on March 11th.
Be there.
Be there, and we're supporting John Hassel from Liberty, so that should be busy.
And somebody whispered an album at some point.
Oh yeah.
No.
Hey.
Well, yeah,
Come on now.
we are thinking about the album at this point as well. So
Fabulous.
there'll be some.
We're
There'll be a lot.
thinking about it. We haven't got any plans.
Well, we kind of have.
Have we?
Well, we're not.
You haven't told me about it.
Keep
Me
it
and Barney have
secret.
been
Keep
having
it hush. Keep people on the toes.
Yeah, there'll
Okay,
be
there'll
quite a lot
Yeah.
happening this year. There'll be quite a lot of announcements and stuff happening this year. So, yeah.
But keep an eye out for false heads. And thank you very much for your
Thanks
time,
for having me.
guys.
Thank you very much.